Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Vapid GB200 in Grand Theft Auto Online. This car is on sale this week, so I figured I'd give it a customization. I have customized this car in the past a few times actually, but I decided today it was a good time to customize it yet again. So we're going to go ahead and hop inside here, starting off with the armor. We're going to go all the way up on that. The brakes, we're also going to go all the way up on those as well. For the bumper, we do have front and rear options on this car. Now, of course, we can go for the fog light covers. We can go for removing the fog lights. We can go for the scoop splitter, or the scoop splitter with the exposed intercooler as well. Now, I personally actually kind of like the look of it with the fogs, but I don't like the front plate on the car, so we're just going to remove the fog lights, I think. We could also add the splitter, but it kind of lowers the car down a bit. You know what, we'll go for kind of more of a road build with this car, I think, so we actually will go for the scoop splitter. Now for the diffuser, we can remove it, we can add the rally diffuser, and we can also add the rally diffuser with the tow hook. Now, I actually kind of do like the look of it just stock, but the rally diffuser is kind of cool too. I think that we're going to leave it stock though. I think that it just looks a little bit better like that, so we'll do that. Now, for the chassis, of course, we can add some rally fogs. We can go for a different colored cage. A primary cage, chrome cage, or a rally setup. So that's the cage and the front mounted lights. I am a fan of the lights on the front, however, I don't really want a roll cage in this thing. So I guess we could go for the rally fogs. I just don't know if I fully like the look of it as a street car with those on it. I guess we'll go ahead and add them for right now. We can always take them off later. For the engine, we are going to upgrade that all the way. For the exhaust, we can go for a twin chrome exhaust or keep the stock single exit. I like the size of the chrome X, it's a little bit better. If I could just have one, I would, but unfortunately that's not an option. Now for the headlights, we are going to go xenon. These fogs, I'm pretty sure they actually don't have an effect on the car, so I think I'm actually going to remove them because I don't really like them if they don't actually do anything. So next up we got the livery. Now of course we can add the classic white stripes. We got the lower blue stripes. We have the classic blue stripes as well. We have the black stripes on the back of the car. We have the lower red stripes as well. That is pretty cool looking. We have the red rally. We have the Globe Oil 08. We also have the blue rally livery, the Aero gasoline livery, the Sprunk livery, and back to none. Now, I'm not 100% sure what I actually want to go for with this car. I do like the classic blue stripes a lot, and I think for a street build, they look pretty good. So I think we're going to go for the classic blue stripes, actually. I think it makes the most sense right now, at least. For the mirrors, we do have a few different options here. We got the stock mirrors, we got the racing mirrors, the carbon racing mirrors, or of course, the secondary colored mirrors. I think we'll go for the secondary colored mirrors. We might be able to do something with that, so let's go ahead and do that. Mud guards, I'm not going to add any onto the car because like I said, this is probably more of a street build, so I think it makes sense to just leave it without them. Yellow and black for the plate though, we are going to do that. Now the car does look really good in white with the blue stripes. I'm just wondering if there's a color that's going to look any better. Like blue or silver actually looks really good as well. What else do we have here? I don't want to do a red with the blue stripes. I think that's kind of ugly. Could do a yellow with the blue stripes. I'm not a big fan of that either though. I'm wondering about maybe a darker blue with the blue stripes. Let's see here. Or maybe even a lighter blue. Ooh, we could go like ultra blue with the blue stripes. That actually looks really cool. Let's go for ultra blue. I've never done that before on this car. And for the secondary color, let's go black to make the mirrors black. What we are going to do though is we're going to go ahead and remove the pearlescent on this ultra blue, and we're going to change it to a black just to make the mirrors look a little bit more normal. For the interior color, we are just going to go black because I don't want this thing to be too crazy looking, I guess. Now for the livery, what I'm thinking is maybe we go for the classic white stripes instead, actually. Those look really good. Let's do that. Yeah, I like the look of that a little bit better. Sun strips, of course, we can add one onto this car. This is one of those times where I am actually going to add it because I feel like that does look really good on this car. So let's go ahead and do that. For the skirts, we can extend those a little bit. Let's do it. It is a street build after all, so we will do that. We can add a roof spoiler onto the car. We can also add the rally spoiler or the super downforce spoiler. We're going to go ahead and just add the roof spoiler just for the traction bonus. It doesn't look super great, but it doesn't look terrible either, so We'll add that. For the suspension, we are actually going to lower this thing down because, of course, it's a street car, so we'll do that. Race transmission, of course, we're going to do that. For the trunk, now, of course, we can add the smooth trunk, we can add the Rallycross smooth, the vented Rallycross 2. We got the scoop that we can just add as well. We also have the vented Rallycross 3. We have the vented scoop, kind of like that. We have the smooth carbon hood as well. I'm not a big fan of that. And of course the Rallycross carbon. I am thinking that I want to go for the vented scoop, just to add a little more detail to the front of the car. We got 2 scoops on this thing already, so why not? Let's do it. Add the turbo onto the vehicle, of course. Now the wheels, I really like the stock wheels on this car. I have to say, these look fantastic. For a street build, I'm thinking about going for something a little bit more low profile. I don't know what rims I actually want to pick here. The split star have actually caught my eye. I've never used these before, but they do look kind of good, so that is an option. Let's see what else we got. We got the high fives, we got the super lux as well. Do we have anything that's a little more like crazy? You know, I really like the modern mesh rims. Those are really cool. Those would look fantastic on this thing. I'm thinking about going into the street category. Concave Mega Mesh, no, they don't fit with this car, I don't think. The Mercy concaves though, they do kind of fit with this car. So you could go for those. I use these on like all my cars though, so I think that I actually kind of want to go for the split star. These look really good in my opinion. I like the look of them. Now we can go for a black, we could also go for like a stone silver. I like stone silver. Could go for a white to match up with the racing stripes. I actually don't mind that. You know what, let's actually do it, why not? For the bulletproof tires, of course we're going to add those. Tire design, of course we can add this as well. You know what, we're going to go Fukaru on that because I think that looks really good. And of course for the windows, we are going to tint these all the way out. Looks really good in my opinion. So I'm pretty happy with this build. I actually really like this car a lot. Let's go ahead and take it down to the ground. We're going to do a sound test and a full review on the car. Alright, so here we are at the ground. Let's take a listen to what this car actually sounds like. The GB200 it's definitely one of the best sounding cars in the entire game in my opinion. It sounds just fantastic in every single way. I really like how this car has turned out. This is really good looking in my opinion. I'm really glad that I went for a street build today because I don't think I've ever really done that. So I'm really happy that we went for that. This car sounds crazy while you're driving. Just take a listen to this. Does that not just sound absolutely insane? Like the GB200 is like, it's got like rolling anti-lag, it's sick. This car is, it's a lot of fun, I have to say. I really do love the Vapid GB200. And you know, we're gonna talk about it a little bit in this review because I'm sure many of you guys are wondering whether or not you should buy this thing this week. I'm gonna go ahead and usually I save this for the end of the review, but I'm gonna go ahead and say buy it. While it's on sale, you should buy it. It's a fantastic car. I am a bit personally biased. I do love this car a lot, but it's for good reason. I don't just like cars, you know, for no good reason, I guess. I mean, there's some that I like for no good reason, but for this thing, it's got a lot of reasons. The first of those reasons, it handles very well. It does tend to have a little bit of an understeer thing, but then the oversteer comes pretty quickly. So it's a really fun car to kind of throw around. If you enter a corner a little bit too quickly with the GB200, it can get a little bit dangerous. The car does tend to spin out a little bit. But it's very easy to get back under control, which is, I mean, it's very nice. Obviously, we like to be able to drive our cars and control them. You know, this car is just an absolute blast to drive. The handling is fantastic. It's got like a perfect oversteer bias. Like I said, it does have a tiny bit of understeer, but then the oversteer comes right after that. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense describing it, but if you drive it, you'll get what I mean. The car also has really good acceleration. Now, the top speed is pretty piss weak on the GB200 because it is a rally car. It's really only meant to accelerate very quickly. It's not meant to go super fast in a straight line, which makes sense. But for, you know, roads like this that I'm driving on right now, the GB200 is a fantastic car. You know, just accelerating through the corners. You can drift this thing a lot too. It is all-wheel drive as well. So, you know, you can four-wheel power slide this thing through the corners. I don't know what just happened to that Gressley, but I respect whatever he just did, because that was sick. But the GB200, guys, I mean, it just is a fantastic car, and for being on sale this week, there's literally no way you can go wrong with the GB200. I would buy this thing if I were you guys. I mean, it's fantastic. It sounds amazing. It has great acceleration, handles really well. Super fun car to drive. The only thing that this thing doesn't do really well is top speed. So if you're looking for a car to drive really fast in a straight line, the GB200 probably not going to be the car for you, but it is still a really, really good car for pretty much everything else. So there you have it. Of course, another really good feature with the GB200 is it does actually have some good ground clearance, so you can use it as a rally car, or you can go for a street car build like you guys can see that I've done here. And either way, the car works really well, and even if you do make it into a street build, it still does work off-road shockingly well. So, you know, you really cannot go wrong with the GB200. This car is absolutely fantastic, and I absolutely recommend picking it up while it's on sale. Now, it's only on sale for the rest of today. Tomorrow, this vehicle will be off sale, so pick it up while you can for sure. It's just absolutely fantastic, and that's pretty much all I got to say about it. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for the Vapid GB200 customization and review in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike. Subscribe if you guys are new. Go check out the other customization today, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.